Hello and welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio, episode number 312. It's September 8th. We're coming to you live from the Jersey Shore. We're in the middle of beach week here. A little relaxation as we work. A little bonding time for the crew before we dive into a crazy October and late September schedule. We got a draft today. We're playing some Match 5 today. We got some fun news stories on the show today. After this episode, we're going to play mini golf, and then we're going to Todd Frazier's batting cage to have some fun. Jake, how are you doing?
Oops. What's going on, everybody? James, BBD, Zach is here, formerly intern Luke, formerly currently Patreon Sam, running away from us as we speak. Oh, turned,
Sharp turn.
Back to running.
You're having a new person come into the room.
Brad
in 3,
about to walk into
2,
1. Everyone clap for Brad.
Luke didn't clap. Take note.
Gave such a good head nod. Thank you.
I deserve that.
Thanks for everyone that was waiting for us. We had our first kind of tech difficulties down at the shore. JM Beach Week underway.
Oh, they're still happening. We're just re-uploading this later.
Hell yeah. Jesus walks with them. How you doing?
All right. Sorry about the live chat crowd. Stay around if it gets better at some point. Otherwise, we'll just re-upload it. Or are we
PC.
done?
I just cut it.
Cut it. Never mind.
Because that's the only thing the chat was about.
Yeah.
And fair enough.
Yeah. All right. So this is uploaded later on the YouTube
so
machine.
We can say whatever we want.
There's no live audience to keep us in check. Wow.
Good.
Jake smells.
Yeah.
You showered today? When's the last time you showered?
I showered yesterday. I had a 2-shower day.
Hell yeah.
But I think that was my only shower day.
I didn't shower this morning. But I showered yesterday.
I showered
Okay.
in the morning, first full day. Then at night, didn't shower yesterday. Showered this morning. I think I'm.
So you're good.
I think I'm net neutral.
You're caught up.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to shower today.
I could use one, yeah.
We're going to go get sweaty tonight, though.
I know. I could use a shave, too. A lot of moving parts.
Oh, I didn't bring my buzzer, so my beard's getting bushy. And then I brought my razor, but I thought there would be shaving cream here because my parents did live here. It was there every day. It's not there every day. So there's no shaving cream. So I shaved with, I got face lotion out of the shower, and I just kind of lubed up with that and went slow with it. And I was like, I hope this doesn't kill me.
I'm a no cream guy. Raw.
You don't have that much hair. It's pretty thin.
Nothing.
Like if I went no cream, I'd get really bad rash. Yeah.
That'd be cool, though.
No. Disagree. It's a hard disagree.
How you doing? How's your beach week going?
Good. I think you laid it out for Trevor well yesterday. We had kind of the 25 people party, drinking at night, energy. We pack our Mondays and Tuesdays. So Monday and Tuesday was kind of almost felt like a nap the entire time in the house. Everything was slow, not a lot of energy, and we did a lot of work. Although we had nice nights. And then today, 1, it's our fun record day. It's nothing but nonsense. And 2, we have Brad and Peyton coming now. So it's now we got to put on our bells for them and have some fun.
I can see tonight being a fun night. We've got a couple fun activities.
Well, it depends how long we're hanging out with Todd for, because I don't know what time we're going to get back here.
Right. I just started a fire in the backyard, so.
Right now?
Right now.
Little daytime fire?
12:44. Burns all night, the rest of the way. Don't look.
All right, I won't look.
It's like an Olympic torch kind of thing.
I look at that all the time.
All of the time.
Yeah. Brad's from a town with the longest lit light bulb in history.
Yeah, shout out Randy Johnson.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Trevor Plouffe just made me laugh again, which
What'd
is
he
always
say?
rare.
What'd he say?
He said, Jonathan India still hasn't followed me back on IG. Kind words appreciated. Trevor May replied with a GIF that's just a hand that says stop.
Oh.
And then Trev replied to him, acceptance from young studs in the game is all I have left, T2. And calling someone that has your same first name, T2, J2, whatever it is, that's an instant end of convo.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. If I call you J2.
Yeah. We have to be careful with that. I think we can neutralize each other's days instantly with that.
J2 is pretty cool.
We don't have the same name, though. So I'd
rather be J2 than J1.
We're clear on that.
For sure, I'd rather be J2. I'll take J2. You get with J1.
What do we have in the office? We have 2 Jacks.
Oh, company-wide?
Yeah.
It's all
what
J's.
copycat name? What copycat names do we have? Like Jack and Jack.
We have like 4 Matts.
So many Matts.
Bunch of Matts, a couple Jacks. There's another one.
We'll figure it out as we go.
2 Chris's.
Oh, good chunk.
Yeah.
Couple Chris's.
Yeah.
Dogs here.
Dogs are here. All right, so we have a draft. We're going to do that eventually, but first I got to talk about something else because then we're going to talk about something else, then we're going to do the draft. Jake's going to give an official review of my meatloaf after this little segment presented by Roman, and the whole entire segment is just the ad for Roman. Roman.
My penis.
Mm-hmm.
The meatloaf.
Little American Pie situation.
No.
Late night?
No, my penis is.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Is that meatloaf? That's actually like that.
Jake, would you rather be able to get an erection before you have sex or not?
If I'm intending to have sex, I would love to have an erection.
Yes. And, well, if you struggle with that, don't, worry at all. You can just go to getroman.com/JJR and, you get a free online evaluation, ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your home.
Medical professional, right?
Yeah. Whole process, straightforward and discreet. Getroman.com.
Getroman.com/JJR.
You got to go to getroman.com/JJR now to get $15 off your first month. There's a straightforward way to take care of your ED. Getroman.com/JJR. Get started now, and you can save $15 off your first month of treatment. It's super simple.
Luke, is it /JJR or is it just all Jomboy for Roman?
I believe this
/JJR.
is still Jomboy.
So, almost not an ad read.
Almost got everything wrong.
Yeah.
Go to getroman.com/Jomboy.
Yeah.
Ron Burgundy did.
$15 off your first month, something like that.
$15 off your first month. Straightforward way to take care of your ED. Again, getroman.com/Jomboy. $15 off your first month.
Be Roman ready.
Yes. Have the confidence knowing that you will.
Man, there's a couple times.
Every time we do this read, Jake thinks back to those times that,
I'll give a list. I'll bring a list.
It's
next
not
time.
you. You're beautiful. And I
Right.
really want to do this.
No, I would love if he got involved.
Yeah. He's just asleep.
He just did not.
We had a friend in college who would. Some of our audience I don't think appreciates the more crude stuff, but I started the story, so I'm going to say it. We had a friend in college. They're like, "You guys are gay." Come on. We had a friend in college. I'll just tell BBD. That's more personal. I think we've told you before. He would pull down his pants. This limp wiener would be out, and he'd start flicking it, and he'd just say, "Just wake up."
Yeah.
Wake up.
He was not Roman ready.
Yeah, he's not Roman ready.
He would have really liked to be, I think.
Yeah, a tiny little wiener.
The acorn. That's what we used to
So
call
he'd
it.
just be like, "Wake up. Come on, dude. Come on." It's pretty funny. All right, meatloaf review.
Okay, Roman. Your meatloaf was delicious. I've heard you rave about your meatloaf before. Got to see it live. Got to see the production of it. I think the potatoes went really well with it last night, as well with the salad I was doing. I'm a big. If I've got stuff on my plate, I almost need to mix it all. I don't mix it all together, but I almost need to get a little bit in each spoonful.
Yeah.
And it was delightful. Now, I know every time we've talked meatloaf, I've told you my mother's meatloaf is one of my favorite dishes. And I've told this story on JJR before, but I'll tell it again. She never made it for me until college. I came home from college one day. My mom made meatloaf. And it was, this was after the time of Wedding Crashers and stuff. So, my mom just making a meatloaf opened itself up to a bunch of jokes. But, and it was delicious.
Did she learn the recipe later on?
You'll see.
Okay.
So, I said, Mom, I think we've ever had meatloaf. That was delicious. It was so sweet. And she was in a sweet meatballs phase, so I thought maybe it connected to that. She basically kept it in her back pocket for when I went to college as a trick to bring me home. So she was like, I asked her that. She's like, no, I've basically been sitting on it. She's like, I've always made a fantastic meatloaf. But, like, also, like, single mom stuff, didn't have a lot of time to just crack open a meatloaf. A lot of turkey nachos nights. Chips, cooked turkey, cheese, salsa, bang. But, yeah. So, no, I mean, your meatloaf is in that realm, man.
It's a good meatloaf.
You know Italian Boys rules, even if yours was.
Your mom makes an Italian meatloaf?
No, it's just Italian mom rules, dude.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh, you can't
Nothing
say...
you could possibly make would be better than my mother's.
Oh, that's fair. I wouldn't want to be.
That's the Italian mom rule. That's what I was just laying out. So,
but my mom would be mad if she saw me like eating meatballs somewhere else.
Right. I could have.
And also, I don't like restaurant meatballs at all.
I think we could have cleaned out both meatloafs last night.
Well, there's not that much left.
Pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not that much
Zach
left.
loves to eat. So,
mm-hmm.
What was your review of your meatloaf last night?
So I hadn't made it in a while because I kind of don't cook during baseball season at all. So last time I cooked a meal that wasn't whatever service we get that sends us those meals. I'm not trying to avoid saying an ad. I can't remember who it is. So that's probably the last time. We're probably talking February or January. So I always get a bit nervous. Did I mess something up? Did I miss a step? Blah, blah, blah. And then the sausages, this supermarket had them. Usually I buy the sausage links and I squeeze out from the casing. It's kind of gross, but that's how I bought it. This supermarket, they had Italian sausage, sweet and hot, in like a pound block, and it said like 4 recipes.
Really?
It was just the meat.
Wow.
So I got it, and I'd never done that before. So I was like, there was a little question of like, is this more?
Right, you're doing something different.
Did I just double the meat and I didn't even realize because it wasn't actually a pound before?
I'd say double the meat.
But no, it came out well. And then Katie crushed the potatoes and zucchini.
Labor Day was good. We had a bit of a soiree.
Yeah, the weather kind of sucked because everyone was inside. And it was funny because I was joking that usually all the significant others of our crew probably go somewhere to a party and they say like, hey, but just don't watch the game the whole time. Like socialize. Right. But 70% of the people here were the people that game watch.
Yeah.
So the party was very much just 20 people sitting in a room watching the Yankees lose.
The game was almost the main event. Outside of code names, little advertisement. The amount of code names that was played in this house in a 24-hour span, I think could go toe-to-toe with pretty much any house ever.
Unless there's
there was 2 games running in the same house
for like 4 hours. Because we did a tournament.
Well, and then the kids were playing before that. We did a tournament.
Yeah, there was like a big crew that played legitimately all day.
Yeah.
What's
and
up?
I'm jealous of them.
Oh, you're fine.
Get in there.
Yeah, because we were recording Talking Yanks while they were played.
Yeah, and watching the game.
And during games, like it was nuts.
I think you'd have to have like an official Codenames tournament
in your house, which I don't think a lot of people have done that.
Unless, when the official Codenames tournament started, it was out of a house,
right,
kind of
the
a garage
initial
band
one.
situation.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy who invented it.
The inventor of Codenames. Who invented Codenames? Can you look that up?
Sure. Getting into the board game, and our friends at Match 5 are kind of there. Like, it's very cool. And, like, Parks and Rec kind of talks about it.
Codenames.
Like, getting into the board game world is cool. Creating a game.
There's so many, like, good games out there.
Ooh.
But you gotta, like...
I think I found it.
Learn it.
Vladimir Kvatil.
Vlada.
He goes by Vlada traditionally.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's from the Czech Republic. Board game designer.
Oh, my God. Wikipedia board games is a fantastic... Okay, so when you go to...
this dude makes board games.
Obviously. You don't make one and stop, dude. That's a problem.
Well...
Nobody's one and done.
Codenames he made in 2015. That's a very recent board game.
Yeah.
Wow. He made a new one in 2017 called That's a Question.
So in Wikipedia, they have that like initial gray box that it would be like Jimmy O'Brien, a.k.a. Jomboy, Jomboy Media, Born, Lavalette, 5'2", 300 pounds. So it has that for board games. And so it says Vlada Kvaktil, obviously. Publishers, check game editions, obviously. Players, recommended for at least 4, can be played 4 to 8. Setup time, 1 to 5 minutes. It's a neat tidbit.
Yeah.
Playing time, 15 to 30. Random chance, low. Skills required, language skills, concept identifying. I mean,
cool.
Fantastic. Random chance, I like that a lot.
I'm on just board game.
I might put that in my wiki. Random chance, high.
Random chance.
High, significant.
Okay, I got to
What are
get
you
off the
looking at
board.
now?
Just
Yeah.
the board game Wikipedia. I clicked the ancient U.S. board games. It was like District Messenger Boy, 1886. That was probably so boring.
Such a bad game.
1843, The Mansion of Happiness. Looks like Jumanji.
That's where I always give love to chess, man. Chess has been doing it for so long.
This looks like Jumanji board game. The Mansion of Happiness.
That's real life Jumanji.
The Mansion of Happiness.
We play that, we are stuck in it. We
Yeah.
have to play ourselves out. You always bring it back to Jumanji.
I have been doing that for a while now, yeah. Okay, playing mini golf. It's going to be on this channel. It's going to be a play-in.
A little broadcasting.
I asked you in the office the other day. I said, "Are you good at mini golf?
Yes.
Like, do you pride yourself in your mini golf game?"
You
And
remember my answer?
I remember your answer. Basically the same answer I have about myself, so I'm excited to play against each other. It was like, if you were a bit better, you'd talk about it.
Yeah, if I was a little bit better, I would say, like, I'm a good mini golf player. I think where we may differ, you said that sometimes you have bad days at the office. I've never walked away from a mini golf course and be like, it got me today.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never had like a real stinker?
No. I've never left a mini golf course like
Or no time
6,
to
7,
remember.
8 having a bad time, really. So
What's
maybe I'm
6,
setting
7,
myself
8s?
up for failure.
What's 6, 7, 8s?
Like that many
Like
shots.
it took.
Yeah. Maybe you haven't played a lot of hard courses? Because, I mean,
We'll
there's...
find out.
And there's courses that are just like
There's-
silly.
Here's what I'll say.
There's courses that, like... Dude, there's a course in Anaheim.
Right.
The hardest fucking course I've ever played in my life. I think if any one of us didn't get a 6, we were like...
Right. You played incredible. No, I mean, here's what I'll say is in the pot. And this could all be gone in a couple hours, so I understand what I'm risking. Little Jake, when he used to go on vacation, pretty much my only pull was mini golf. If I was going on vacation as a youth, we were playing mini golf.
Oh, yeah, same.
It was a guarantee. I play golf, so it's, I mean, not like I use an official putting stroke, but I, know what I'm doing out there. And then the third, which maybe is my over the top, I grew up on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN2, either late nights or early morning, they used to show the mini golf competitions, and I did watch those. So I don't know if that adds to my skill set.
Sounds like we're of the same skill, though.
It could take away.
I
my
think
skill
you
set.
just haven't played hard courses, or you haven't played as much.
There's a
because
chance. I'm not ruling it out.
no one has ever not had a bad day on a mini golf course. Because
Okay.
some courses are just... The one we're playing is probably medium.
Okay.
There's some fun holes, but
I'm fully expecting to have a bad day at this mini golf course now.
there's just holes.
You've
A
now
lot
spoken
of
it into
mini golf
existence.
courses have just like random bad luck machines where it's not
Right.
your skill level. You hit it into a thing and then it comes out a certain
I
hole.
am a random bad luck machine, though. It's kind of fire with fire.
So excited to play. I haven't played in a while. Sometimes you can make that putt for 2 all the time. Other days you just can't find it. And that's
That's fair.
basically what it, a 3 is a bet. If you get only 3s, it's a very bad day at a mini golf course.
Right. Well, I don't think, again, that depends the course.
Yeah, you want a par. Like, you want to play par golf on a mini golf course. That would be a good day. You play bogey golf. So I'm considering bogey golf a bad day. If I'm like more than 10 over,
Right.
I had a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to find out.
There's only like 2 holes that are random on this one. It's a pretty fun course. It's a mixture of like silly, but you can shoot.
And as always, we're gonna do it nice. And when I say do it nice, I mean Zach, Dan, or whoever edits it.
Yeah, it'll be on the next plan.
Potentially flyovers and stuff of the whole.
Not tomorrow's plan.
No.
That would be a quick turnaround.
No.
All right, let's get into the draft today.
Okay.
It is brought to you by DraftKings. How about that? NFL is back. Get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. And with NFL returning, DraftKings is giving I always read that out of order. DraftKings is giving new customers $200 in free bets instantly when you bet $1 more on any football game. Listen up, because you don't want to miss this. Head to the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and place a bet of $1 or more on any Week 1 game to receive $200 in free bets instantly. How about that? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code Jomboy to receive $200 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on a football game. And get a shot at a $1 million top prize with your first deposit. That's promo code Jomboy this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, we're here. Indiana, PA only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER in Indiana, 1-800-9 with it. The draft today is beach draft.
Beach draft.
Beach draft. There's 4 categories. You have to draft one from each category. There is beach activities, beach games, best time of day to be at the beach, and worst place to get burnt. That's what you have?
Time of day. I have it time of day, activities, sports.
Games, sports, yeah.
Worst place to get sunburned.
Yeah. Okay.
I have questions on
You have a question?
time of day. What does that mean? How do we is that hours? Is that
No, it's not hours. It's not.
just feeling?
We talked pregame, and when I was talking to Jake about it, in my head, it was just morning, afternoon, evening, or night.
Yeah, it's a block of time.
Okay.
We'll see how we can play that how it lies. It's not just like a specific hour.
Gotcha.
We couldn't just take like 2, 3, and 4 p.m.
No,
Right.
Like all,
yeah.
Right,
I think we all are on the same page on how we want it to look in the end.
Sure.
I have to write down a random number. I'll do it on my phone.
Do it in my phone.
I've written down 26.
Okay.
Well,
Holy
BBD.
shit.
Kind of messes my number, but I texted it to both of you guys for no reason. 76.
I took 24.
Okay.
So, me and BBD.
Well, I didn't try to.
No. You wrote yours down first. 81. Jake?
76, right on the nose. Okay, let me think about this. I believe what I'm going to do is... Bum, 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 bum. I'll take the 1 pick.
Jake's taking the 1 overall,
pick.
which I predicted he would. You have your second choice.
I'll take the wraparound.
Which I predicted you would. See, I already wrote it down.
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm going to choose the middle.
Good pick.
I rarely am a choose the middle guy. I guess I'm good
constantly in the middle.
I guess
Yeah, I
I'm
think
good at
Jake's in
random
the middle
number generator.
I live in the middle.
All the time. And
So
he's
you're bad at
he's
mock my
picked
drafts
middle
in
a
the
couple
middle.
times, but not very many, but
I've become
a couple.
comfy in the middle. I've started to look at it. At first, the middle became an inconvenience. I've started to go almost fantasy draft with it, where it's like, I'm in the action.
I think
Constantly
I'm
thinking.
starting to dislike the 1 a lot.
It's tough.
Unless there's a clear... I'm
Unless you
starting
know
to
what
really
you're
dislike
going to
it.
pick.
Because then you get 4 snaked from you before you get to go again, and that's like just anxiety-inducing.
And it's just, if you don't know for sure what your 1-1 would be, just a lot of pressure. Maybe that's a personal issue because I've had a lot of early
I'd rather
picks
2 in the top
criticized,
5.
but-
You get 2 in the top 5 if you're the second or the third pick. You only get 1 in the top 5 if you're the 1 seed. So I'm starting to hate the 1 seed. That being said, Jake, you go first.
For me, I mean, there's a couple things that, I think sunburn, wherever you get that's going to be a bad time. Although there's obviously some differentiators. Sports are sports. Sports I love. Activities are activities. Love activities too. The time of day is pretty big for me. So that's why I decided to go with the 1-1. And again, you guys know I'm pretty bad with words, this language as a whole. But But we lived it the other day, and I don't think it can be beat. I'm going to say the time leading up to sunset.
Yeah. I had that like 5 to 7, you know.
Call it like an evening.
Yeah.
When the beach kind of clears out, the sun's setting, but the sun's still out. That is in my opinion, the best time of day at the beach.
So you have people clearing out, so the beach has now become more empty. You now own more of the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows around you. If you're having a beach day or whatever, your clock is up in the sky.
Yes.
As the sun comes down, everyone knows that will be the end to the next
Pretty
step.
much the end.
And there's like a tranquil, quiet peacefulness to it.
It's whatever you want it to be. If you're having like a drinky day, like that's kind of the silly wind down. If you're having a chill day, that's as sereneful as it gets. If you want what we were doing, we were playing a game on the beach that may or may not be drafted. And I think, you know, if you want to do that, you can still jump in the ocean. Like everything is on the board. That's why I decided to go with the 1 pick and take that with the 1-1.
And I like that pick. And it's like when you're in there in that range, it's like whatever having a good time at the beach means to you. It's like, all right, I know I'm doing whatever like the maximum fun for me is.
All on the table.
You're getting the last of your relaxation now. You're getting the last of whatever game you're playing. Got to get out of the water soon, so get your water time in.
Get whatever you want. Whatever you want. Which leads us to the 2 pick.
If you hadn't taken time, I would have taken time with my first pick. At this point, since you snagged that one, I'm not in a rush to get a second.
What are we labeling it?
Time of day.
Yeah, I put it in my notes as like evening.
Oh, I just put end of day till sunset, but you can do early.
I like end of day till sunset.
I'm just color coding my
We
notes.
know, at least
like
we know what we
nights.
mean, but
yeah, we know.
if in the graphic you can put underneath it because we do graphics now.
We do. On the re-uploaded.
On the re-upload, and he can like just tweet that.
Yeah,
he has that PSD.
I'm gonna take activity with my number 1, and it's either this is yours or this isn't yours, but it's riding in waves, body surfing. I mean, I could, if there's the correct waves for that, I could literally do that.
That's true.
For 2 hours straight, and
Snaked
there's nothing cooler than when the wave's just in control. I mean, it's really just a roller coaster ride. Like when you go down like a water slide and you're just sliding, that's what it is. But it's a little more like you did it. I caught it. There's like I caught it aspect.
Right.
Like when one's like, you know, if you're doing it with someone else and someone else says like, oh, no, not this one. And then you're like, I can catch this one. And you catch it. And then you come up like 50 yards down and you just go, loser. You thought that wasn't catchable? It's a good feeling. So there's like a fishing aspect of it, like a skill. And then the result is pure joy.
I've seen you ride waves. It's something that you truthfully enjoy with your heart.
Yeah.
It's what I was going to pick next if you didn't.
I'm so glad I picked it then.
Oh, if that got snaked, then I think
if you let that ride.
We would have like
it's
cut
at,
the feed.
I mean, Zach's in the room now. He can confirm that when we did our pre-draft, that is like my number 1 activity. And I didn't know what body surfing is the word I was looking for.
Body surfing, yeah.
I was telling him I like just getting
me and my dad, because my dad's the same as me. Like we compete, we have fun with it. But if the waves are good, I could ride a wave into shore, kind of like run right back, and then if the next one is good, I will take it and just not worry about catching my breath.
Yeah,
like
I could construct the argument for a different pick that's similar. Like I like just jumping over big waves out there. I like just letting it crash on me, not even trying to ride it
when
in.
The waves are like big, when you got like, you know,
like obviously not dangerous,
3 foot or 4 foot waves, and you catch it and you get that drop. You know, you ride the drop, then you're in the actual ride. It's the coolest. I didn't get one of those this trip. I got a couple on Saturday, but they were kind of small, so you're just in it from the start. But when you get that drop, that's fucking so fun. So we're at body surfing. That's my number 1 activity.
Wrap us around, BBD.
Wrap you around. I think I'm going to go to my sport here. And, I'm going to take football.
Okay.
Even like not even playing a game, although that would be fun too on the beach. I like just having a catch with a football. That's just one step above being just an activity, having a catch. But so I'm drafting it as my sport. Yeah, I just like having a catch with a football on the beach. Favorite place to have a football catch.
If
do some route running.
If you're someone that's interested in throwing a football, because I was gonna say if you're a guy, but if you're a girl that does have interest in throwing a football, and you see one on the beach, you almost can't not pick it up.
Gotta at least do some tosses to yourself a little bit.
Like, your human instinct is to grab that football. Yeah. And if you have a football in your hands, your instinct is to throw that football.
You can do it like on like the beach, feet in the water. You can just be like waist deep in the water, just flipping it.
Yeah.
Dad and I've had a lot of those.
It's like a 4-on-4, 5-on-5 game.
Yeah.
You play where the water breaks.
You can play a game. I don't even need to play a game.
Tackle when it's knee deep. Touch on the sand. That's the best way to play beach football.
That's where I was interested to see with football, because I think it could be spun into an activity, so I don't know.
No, that's a game or sport.
Yeah.
Right.
Competing.
I think my literal favorite thing to do is just having a catch, which would be an activity.
But there is an activity spin on football.
Well, yeah. But that's not in the vein of activity. Because you can do that anywhere.
Well, you could. I was considering throwing a football in the ocean as the activity.
Like into the waves?
Like into the waves.
Yeah, you throw it and it comes
back to you. Do you
think
he snaked that from you? I don't think he snaked that from you.
No, I mean, it's kind of a gentleman's rules. Like, at this point, why would I take anything football-related anyways? Like, you're stepping on each other's
I was going to
toes.
take a beach football game because we did that a lot with my cousins and my uncles, and it's like all-time QB, even if it's 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. But it was tackle in the water, touch on the sand. Those are the fun. So big wave comes, you can plan your play. The aspect of like in the huddle with your dad, and he's like, all right, we got a big one coming, so let's stay on the sand, start in the water and cut out, get him stuck in the deep end, like all that shit.
I'm stuck in there.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's good.
Like my brother and I would play a lot of like when it's just the two of us. You throw up, just try to catch it high. And it's like getting hit high by the cornerback there or the safety.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, one of the best things is when you're behind the wave.
A combo of our picks
in the water. Me and my brother, everyone does this. You throw it, someone's behind the wave, and the wave passes them, and then they throw it to the other person who has to catch it as the white is crashing in their face. That's a really fun game.
Make the catch.
Love that.
So, I mean, football in general, if we're playing gentlemen's, you get all of that. That's a great pick then.
Yeah.
Because I would have taken it even if it was just one of them. I'm up next.
I have to wrap.
Oh, wrap it up.
I could go to my activity. I don't think the one that is like my backup option is going to get picked, so I'm comfortable just leaving that. I'm going to go for my worst sunburn spot, and there's a lot of great choices here, and I'm sure we'll have some good discussions. But talking with a crew that was out here earlier.
Wow, workshopping a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I've settled on shoulder being kind of the worst spot.
Interesting.
It gets in the way when you're trying to go to sleep later.
Interesting.
It's the first place people are inclined to touch you if you're going to get touched, whether that's a pat on the back, a hug, literally just one of these.
I know this is
the biggest touch risk.
This has been a gentleman's draft so far. Not on my board.
Yeah, there's other great options.
Gentleman's draft as well. Not on my board.
That's fair.
Because it's the most common.
Yeah.
So you're kind of just like,
It's life.
Did that again.
It's not like I love it so much more than any other ones, but just for the touch risk.
Every sunburn's going to be bad.
Yeah.
I'll stay on sunburn because I want to grab before Jake grabs it, and that's my next pick. Top of the feet. I mean, top of the feet sucks. It's rare, but if you get burnt on top of your feet, then you got to put socks on. It hurts. You got to put sandals on. It hurts. You scrape your foot on something or just nudge something. It doesn't last long, but the weird pain of that is just
You'd be shocked how much it comes
Especially
into play.
if you're still going to the
On my
beach
board.
and then the sand is there, or you're walking in the ocean and digging into the wet dirt or sand. Yeah, top of the feet sucks.
Yeah, I like that. That was on my board. My dad got a very bad top of the foot burn when he was a kid. So literally my whole life, every time I've gone to the beach.
Don't forget your feet.
Yeah, every time.
That's
It happened once, and I got what he meant.
I'll see, because now I can save it to the end. You guys have both taken your sunburns. The only thing for me there, have you ever had a bottom of the foot sunburn?
No, I just burn those immediately.
That's more crippling.
I work barefoot everywhere, so when I get down the shore.
But I'm saying sunburn.
Well, I mean, My feet are
that sounds like
literally-
you haven't had a sunburn on the bottom of your foot.
I'm
'cause
telling you,
that's
I've had
different.
10 times worse. I burn them. It's you got to get your summer feet on. You got to harden the bottom first day. You just walk on
Well,
the
that's what I'm
blacktop.
saying. If your feet are sunburned,
How'd you
they are
get
not
sunburn on the
hardened.
bottom of your feet? Hang upside
That's
down?
Keep your sleep on your belly.
Oh.
Sleep on your belly.
That's more crippling than the
I'm
top
not a
of your
belly
feet.
sleeper, but that would be more
Yeah,
crippling.
I've never had that.
That's So that's my only qualms with that. I'll see if I'll use that. I do. Have
I would have
another-
drafted it as feet when I drafted it, just not even thinking about the bottom being an option. But I didn't make the pick.
Same.
I've seen it. It's bad. But I can save my sunburn now. And I will take the wraparound. I'm just gonna do this because it really does speak to my soul. Almost everything I'm about as an athlete and a competitor. I will take blitzball. If it was around in my early teenage years, pre-teenage years, I mean, I probably would have played like too much. I probably would have lost a lot of time. And now it's just the perfect beach game. I like to throw my body around when it comes to sports. And it's the game that maybe allows you to do that the most in the cleanest way. And when you get a good rally, I don't know if there's anything you can do in a pickup sport that feels like that.
Yeah, no matter what it looks like.
Spike ball, right?
Spike
Yeah.
ball.
I think you said
You
blitz.
did
I
say
said
blitzball.
That's my bad.
But we all knew you meant
Once you
spike ball.
said, yeah.
I agree with you. It doesn't scratch like a nostalgia bone. Like if I was
Right.
10 years old
Right.
and had, or even 14 and had the energy, maybe 14 spike balls in play, but there's a lot. Spike ball right now is my favorite because my style is just plant my ass and I don't really go crazy.
Right.
And it works. But when I was younger, there's just so many other stuff. But I appreciate it because I think it would be my number one. Like if you asked me right now, Jimmy, you have to go play a game at the beach. What are
Right.
you choosing? It's spike ball.
Right. Incredible beach game. Good times. Could play all day. Would run myself. I would run myself into a ground.
My dad is my favorite partner to play with.
He's a good player. He knows the game. Put it near the net.
We have the same style and strategy.
Put it near the net.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Just campfire all day.
So I will take that as my sport. Now I should take my activity here. I'll be honest, activity was a little bit of a struggle for me because my activities are all sports. That's how I've grown up and lived my life.
Think beach activity. You cannot do it somewhere else.
Right. Again, my beach activities
You
are more
can-
sports. You can do beach activities elsewhere, and I think this is where I'm
Beach
going
is
with
where
my
it's
pick,
optimal.
because this may be
Oh, I'm very interested then. That was not how I thought
the
about it.
one place in the world I do this activity, and this is going to shock the people of JJR. I'm taking read a book. I am one of the lightest readers you'll ever meet. People joke about my literacy. I am one of those people. But you go to the beach. You read a book for a little bit. A, you either feel accomplished. B, you're sending yourself to sleep, and you're lining yourself up for a beach nap, which is the dream. So, I think the Mel Kipers out there are shocked right now. Really come out of left field. Belichick drafting kicker first round. But I'm taking it. Reading a book.
No, I'm with you.
Have you ever actually read a book at the beach?
I have.
I
When
thought Mr. Popper's Penguins your only read.
I've read The Alchemist in the past 5 years.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That was at a beach often.
Once you started talking and I didn't know you were going to go there yet, reading a book came into my head.
Right.
I was like, oh, maybe that's where I'll go with activity. Because it is like where I'll get the longest like single session of reading
Right.
done. Not that I'm doing a ton of reading outside of there as much as I should.
You almost
But-
get yourself excited to read, and that doesn't happen for me anywhere else.
That is the place I'll get jazzed up to
Yeah.
like actually read a book.
And there's humans that just like to do that. So
Okay.
back to you in the middle.
Yeah, and you guys both took your sport, so I should save that and grab my time right now, even though I don't think it's BBD's going this route, but I'm going nighttime, 10 p.m. to midnight. Late night beach activity. If you're at a beach that allows bonfires, that is, you just feel like you're in a movie. You just feel like your life is so heightened in that moment of coolness. If you're at a beach with not crazy waves or riptide and you swim at night, I love doing that. We did that in Newport, me and Proch, when we went to the beach at night. And with Brad, who's here, we used to get beach houses in Santa Barbara 3 years in a row. And we would go at night and just like play in the waves and night swim. A lot of people are scared of that. But if you're not, it's a really good time. And then there's nothing like being barefoot, sweatpants, hoodie, fire on the beach, drinks with your friends. That's such a good time. So when you do it, it's awesome. That's my time.
Won't even disagree. There's positives and negatives to any time we're gonna pick here. And I guess that is gonna be my next pick. I only have 2 left.
Sure.
It's the wraparound. And I suppose I'm gonna take like the early afternoon. It's the hottest, like after lunch, like hottest part of the day. So being in the water feels the best. There's positives and negatives to any time we were gonna pick. So
after lunch is a good time. I used to be.
I don't like being out just sitting on the beach at that time the best, but
well, as a kid or as a youth, middle school, high school years. That was when I would go, and I think my brother Luke's the same way. Like, you sleep in because you're young. You miss before lunch. You eat lunch with the family, and then you go to the beach after lunch.
Yeah. It's just a power beach hour. The beach is at the equivalent is like the bar at 12:30. Like that's when the beach is fully Death Star operation.
Because that's when parents are like, I just need to get the kids out of the house. Let's go to the beach as early as possible and tire them out. So. That 10 a.m. to 1 is mayhem. It's family struggling. Lunchtime, families,
it's right after
little
like
kids kind of leave.
Crowd.
And then it's almost like, day camp goes from, K through 5. And then after lunch, you're at that 6 through 12. Good pick.
Yeah.
I think be honest, I think the 3 of us nailed the top 3 times at the beach. I don't know if you guys agree with nighttime, but for me, those were the 3 times.
There would have been a morning play. It's just a totally different vibe. I mean,
I'm not.
I would have been totally comfortable taking morning. That's when you would get like the bulk of the reading done.
Like a sunrise at the beach.
Or if you're doing an early morning like walk.
Yeah, it's like
down by there.
It's such a win. Like there's almost not a better.
It's not a bad time.
So that would have been the angle there, but I think the other times are more optimal.
I directly picked my time over that, but I would have been okay if I ended up there.
Strong.
And my last one is my activity. In gentleman's rules, napping is the same category as reading. But like a boogie boarding is the same as body surfing, so I'm good there.
Yeah, boogie boards give me like terrible rashes.
And I'd rather body surf anyway, and it's the same general.
They're in the boat. They're in the boat.
But like I've had plenty of good times. Using the boogie board.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how to label it.
Okay.
Or if like the proper name of it is known, but it's like the paddle
Kadima.
Yes, Kadima. Didn't know if you guys knew the term.
Oh.
I didn't know if it's like a widely known term.
Scared to pick it, but
but I really like rallying with my brother and my dad.
We play
so it's Kadima's the pick.
Put
paddles on the graphic.
Paddleball.
Yeah.
Paddleball.
Us O'Briens, everything needs to have a winner in the end. So our version of Kadima is really fun. There's a picture of it on the stairway up to upstairs. You can see, but we draw basically a handball court, like a square, and then just one line, and you can never hit it down. So it's just up. But you got to aim for corners, go side to side.
You make a court with your feet, draw a line,
and the court is small enough that you can never move your feet. You can just dig your feet in and pivot.
You could stay in one spot if you need to,
or you could run if you want, but. And if you want to play, I don't know if we're going to Thursday, maybe?
I'd be interested in trying it out whenever we next go. Yeah.
There's a picture of Luke and I
pretty much only ever played it as like, we're seeing how long we can go.
Yeah. No, there's...
And it's never that long.
Yeah. There's a picture of it up to the stairs. It's on my Instagram. Luke and I playing. It's like the championship game because we did a whole tournament, and everyone's watching. It's cool.
That is cool.
Good pick.
Good pick.
Paddleball. I got to round up my draft here, and I have sport left or game.
I think it would be your sport/game.
Yeah, sport/game. So I'm taking pickle or running bases. I don't know what you call it where you're from.
I'm a running bases.
Running bases as well. They call it pickle some places. That is if you're a little kid. Or you're the adult that gets to be the thrower, which is actually more fun than being the little kid. But when you're the little kid, you want to be the runners. You draw huge-ass bases. You know, you get out. You got to time the run. You can't, and the third throw, you have to run, like all the rules, and you can play with like 20 kids. It's one of those beach activities where my dad would set it up, and any kid walking by, you want in, and there'd be like 20 kids down to 2 kids. Running bases is awesome.
It's a great pick.
It's a good pick. I never really played on the. I don't have that as a beach game in my head, but I see the.
All my great running bases games, I don't remember any of them being at the beach, like so that's why it didn't even come to mind. Yeah. Would have been on my board if I thought about it.
It's a good game, good kid game.
I played it a lot.
I guess I grew up at a beach every summer because I think of the beach version over the actual version a lot.
And I play it. The biggest running bases games I played was like at my town pool growing up, so it's the same general idea, but I just was on grass.
Yeah, well, on sand is so you can dive, you can like roll around, you can because you make the bases big.
Right? Yeah, you like draw out
and
bases.
Draw it out. Yeah, you dig them out. So they're like, you can even put them a little like 6 inches. It's cool. Or build it up to a mound. I did not realize, you guys are correct, that most people probably don't think beach. But that was, so if you want me to change it, I can.
No. I'll say.
I love it as a beach
I think
game.
what's hilarious about BBD saying that it happened at the town pool, for me, it happened at our town recreation area that had water by it. But we didn't do it on the beach.
Yeah,
you did it on the grass. And
I think I have played.
There was
on
a
the
tree
beach,
that was the base.
So that was when I was a little kid. That was our 5 to 7 o'clock game because the beach is empty. You could run around. Right. My dad would bring all the kids up 2 bases with my uncle or whatever, and we'd play running bases like all the cousins.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Jake,
your sunburn.
My sunburn, I revealed it a little bit. I was confident with a lot of angles I could go with the bad sunburn. It was the worst sunburn I've ever seen. Our friend Big Evan had it, and at the time we worked together. We used to deliver party supplies together. Big Evan, it's not an ironic nickname, big guy. Mm-hmm. 6'4", probably 240 at the time. And we had a nice little rhythm going. I would do all the small little shit that took trips. Evan would do like the one big lift with the moon bounce. It was a nice, tall, small combination. Evan was deemed useless for a weekend because he burned the back of his knees. Mm-hmm. And he was just, you can't walk.
Yeah.
The knees are a huge pivot point when you walk. There's a little science class with Jake. Are you connected to the board? Should we give him a ring?
Big Ev?
You can become connected to the board.
I felt bad for the big bear. He's not often stricken down. A very strong, powerful Greek man. And ever since that day, I have never, anytime I've put on sunscreen, I've put sunscreen on the back of my knees, and I don't take care of myself.
The amount of fake texts I've been getting, these companies changed their strategy or something.
You're getting fake texts?
Fake texts, fake calls, just a matter of shit. You've been recruited to apply for Walmart jobs. Oh, Mary Beth, if you do this for 3 weeks, you can shed 50 pounds. I've been getting Mary Beth since 2010. Someone sold my phone number to a Mary Beth. And
1,000%.
Yeah. And I used to like fight them. And I'd be like, "What? Can you take me off your list?" But they don't. They just sell it to company to company.
Yeah.
Mary Beth.
Maribeth.
Can't you? I mean, you can send like the stop text, and sometimes that gets you off at least that list if the same one's.
I delete the number. I block the number now. Yeah. Like just an instant because it's on the iPhone. It's so easy. You just swipe it and say block this caller.
Blocked. Blockade.
Okay, calling Big Evan. I also have to pee, I think.
And remember, the fans of this show used to be Evan and Co.
Evan and Co. before they became
the Truthers.
No, it's not the
Second Clappers.
Second Clappers, but yeah, I thought there was something else. Am I not connected to the board? Is the board on?
Board's on. Says you're connected. It's connected to the computer.
I don't know.
Okay.
Evan could have
Volume
Evan
down on your phone, on your computer.
No, it's up.
Figured that would be the first thing you tried, but
And that's all I had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Evan didn't answer.
Okay.
And it didn't really work anyway. That's the
Huge.
draft then.
That's the
Jake
draft.
has end of day till sunset, spike ball, reading a book, and back of the knees. I have body surfing, top of the feet, nighttime, running bases. I got all my number ones. So in that way, I like it. BBD has football, shoulders, after lunch, paddleball. Beach draft.
Did you say end of day to sunset was your number one time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
So-
So, yeah, I got 3 of my number ones. You're right.
If busted.
I went back and forth on those two
It's okay.
a lot.
there were a 1A, 1B.
This wasn't
situation.
everyone was going to be happy with their draft.
Because if I was thinking if some of my body surfing covered a daytime activity,
Right.
so then I was able to draft nighttime for
Right.
that. Yeah.
Mm.
Good job, everybody.
Go to the beach.
Go to the beach. But day trips to the beach suck. Get a house by a beach.
Must be nice.
No, even
Day
you can,
trips
you
to
can,
the beach do suck.
You can rent a house.
Right.
In towns like this, like if you go, there's like really affordable beach rental
Mm.
where you can walk from house to beach.
Right.
There's places that like you might they have like a lot of like small houses that easy to like rent.
Yeah, or even a
Short
town who has
trip.
hotels. There's hotels right here too. And then you can, I'm just saying,
Walking
walking
distance.
to the beach and back is so much better than beach trips.
Right.
Because a lot of people are like, I hate the beach. It's such a hassle. And I like fully agree.
Right.
Yeah,
Day-
trying to just
day
do it in
trips-
one day.
Day trips suck. We have halftime. I wanted Zach to be around,
I can make him around.
and I wanted him to review our draft with you as I go to the bathroom because I chugged a nice coffee before we went
Well,
live.
what's your bathroom break brought to us by?
Rise app?
Yeah.
The Rise app, which has been important as we went to sleep. You know, we said we played a lot of code names after the first night of playing code name, which wasn't even the day Jake is talking about, it was the day before.
Yeah.
We stopped playing. My phone was dead, so I didn't know. You guys were more in tune with it. I looked at my phone and was like, it's 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
And you guys
You
like,
suggested watching a movie at 2 a.m.
yeah, I
and I
know.
was like,
I just
Turn
had
a movie on after this.
I just had no idea what time it was. My phone was dead, unconnected, and so we didn't get a lot of sleep first couple nights. Yesterday, I think I caught up. Interested to see. The Rise app is what I will check to see. The Rise app helps you improve and just be more conscious of your sleep debt. And if you get too little sleep 4 days in a row, you can't just get your regular amount the next day. Eventually, you got to oversleep to make
Right.
up for it, and they help you track that out. They also say that you can become a morning person, and you don't have to stop using your phone before bed, and you can do it without buying a new mattress, supplements, or weighted blankets. Rise uses a scientific, fact-based approach to help you get the sleep your body needs. It's built around the two principles that sleep researchers agree most affect how we feel and perform: sleep debt and circadian rhythm. Sleep debt is the only sleep score that matters. Rise tracks how much sleep you owe your body relative to your own unique sleep need and helps you pay it back. Your circadian rhythm dictates your personal energy peaks and dips throughout the day. Rise not only predicts your daily energy schedule, it helps you take control of it. So how about that? Go to risescience.com/Jomboy to try the Rise app for free for 7 days. You can become a morning person. Go to risescience.com/Jomboy and download the Rise app today to try it for free for 7 days.
We love the Rise app.
Yeah, have you checked yours?
Yeah, I need a makeup day. I know it's not coming soon. Clicked the wrong app
Oh, shit, dude.
because it was right next to another purple app.
Before Beach Week, I had got my sleep debt to 5 hours, which was pretty good because the West Coast trip killed us as well when the
Right.
Yankees were out west. But yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Saturday, went to sleep at 3:45. That's what we're talking about. I woke up at 9. It's tough because the dogs, like if I go to sleep at 3, I'm
Right.
still waking up at 7 because that's when the dogs wake me up. The next night, 3 a.m. to 9.
The dogs are ready to go, and good for them.
And 9 is a lie because I get up because it uses my phone.
Yeah.
and I get up to let the dogs pee at like 7, and then I
was
get
Thursday night a record night? Do we
I
have to
think-
record? I don't know.
I think this past
no Wednesday was.
Wednesday.
past week was Wednesday because it's hurricane times.
Yeah, I got to bed at
Yes.
5 a.m.
That's
on that
right.
night. That's accurate.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Did like fake naps at the office and went home.
Look at the West Coast
Bye.
trip,
Man.
like those sleep times.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
It's nuts.
Baseball.
Baseball.
RiseScience.com/Jomboy. Try it for free.
For free.
Oh, that was here.
Tell us your sleep schedule. Tweet at BBD your sleep schedule.
Please.
Yeah.
Desperate to know. All right. Well, we got no food to try. Nothing else during halftime. You want to talk about anything important?
Someone commented such a lame comment in my Instagram post, my Wildress Wednesday today, that I'm thinking of punching back because they put there's still time to delete this. And it's me wearing 3 necklaces, chest out. The person's picture, it's like
Family Guy.
dad, wife, 2
This
kids.
is on Instagram or
Instagram. So I'm wondering, how hard could I go at this guy? Like, can I say something like, there's still time for me to marry you or your wife?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to say there's still time for you to...
So looking at the person
There's
who
still
commented,
time-
wife, 2 kids.
There's still
Yeah.
time for you to come up with original thoughts?
Because, I mean, that is up there. Maybe we'll do a draft one day, like worst things you can comment on social media.
It's just anything
biggest
that... It's just anything
cliche
that
comments.
people comment.
Right, exactly.
It's just ratio...
Right.
Just anything that people say a lot. Anything that's rinse and repeat and you grab it out of, do people say this on the internet bucket? And you pick it up and then you throw your name on it.
Like, can I say there's still time for me to go to prom with your kids?
I would go the first one
It's a
over
little
that.
aggressive.
I would avoid the kids.
It's a little
but
aggressive.
There's still time for me to steal you away from your wife.
Yeah.
So like you're going to date him.
There's still time for us to get married.
Yeah.
steal you away from your wife.
Still time for us to get married. Bitch.
Yeah. No, I'd say,
Betch.
yeah, or like sweetie.
Hun.
Betch.
Yeah. You like that? Is Zach coming?
I didn't ask him to come because I thought.
I have to pee so
Go
incredibly
pee and
bad.
get Zach.
You can pee,
Well, I was going to have Zach be my replacement while I peed.
I
Yeah.
see.
That's weird that happened on. I mean, I guess maybe people would say it's not weird that happened on Instagram. At least for us, I feel like our Instagrams are usually pretty positive. So you kind of have to. I feel like we're not at the point where people are following us on Instagram that don't like us or like our posts get on people's radar.
So I tried to reply. I did put a betch at the end, and I got an Instagram like, we can't post that content, which I've never seen that before.
It's like too mean.
So I just replied, there's still time for us to get married too, ? Yeah. Put the ball in his court. You want to dance, Dad wants to polka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Instagram like just rolled out some like anti-harassment stuff or something. Like I saw in my messages, it's like, do you want to filter out like mean DMs? And I don't really get those, or at least I haven't on Instagram. So I said I didn't do it for now.
Man.
Once it starts, I will be touching that. I will be turning that off, but
I
should
had
get one
forgotten
first.
about this. If you haven't watched our Back Alley at Bats today, go check it out. We're in Long Island. We got invited to a house to play in their really cool backyard blitzball. The batter,
I think you're good.
I can spiritually hear it. I don't think the mics are like snagging it. I forgot one of the batters threw their bat, and it goes over my head like a movie scene. It comes in so hot.
So close to your head.
like if we're 7 inches lower,
You have a scar. You have a scar for a year. Or not a scar, a bruise. Or
I have
something.
a
mark.
black eye
Yeah.
for a while, and I don't heal.
I know. You got a disease.
I don't heal. So, yeah, if we practice, like I could have put on protective gear on my face. Even if we like covered my eyes and if we just tried to get it perfect, it would probably take half hour to an hour to get it that close to my head.
Yeah. It made me think, like, isn't it funny how certain things, because while we were in Milwaukee,
Sure.
all I could think of was, like, deep regret. About, like...
all you could think about.
About my hamstring. Like,
Right.
if I just didn't try to overextend my
Right,
left leg there,
right.
I don't have a miserable next 3 days.
That's such a
like,
fun
you have the
game to play.
good... You have the good version of it. Because you're now thinking, like, what if that hit me in the eye? I would have had a black eye for a while. Would I have questions? Blah, blah. I'm doing the opposite where, I mean, I told you at the time I was in a pretty dark place for, like, the 2 hours after it. So I was like, just all I could think was, like,
I'm now inconvenienced for
how much better would
5
this,
days
the rest
at
of this
least.
trip be if I didn't try to overextend right there and just ran a boring race?
Yeah.
Just ran a boring race, how much better would the next 5 days be? And that's all I could think about for a while.
Right.
And I was really beat up over it.
Next 5 days ended up working out pretty good, though.
That
Just
night,
overall good.
That night was brutal.
Right.
Chicago day, when we walked a ton.
Right. You were good during the day. At the end, you wore out.
Like,
It
really
caught up
hurt.
to
Yeah. And the whole time knowing, like, I'm going to not treat this how I should treat it.
Sure.
Almost why I didn't accept the Brewers.
You turned down treatment, which is a little...
Well, I turned down the Brewers trainers looking at it because they're just going to tell me to stay off it and not do this, and I knew that I wasn't going to stay off it.
They probably would have given, like, 2 helper things that we would have used.
Because we were make sure you ice it this amount every day.
Ice.
We didn't have time to ice, nor did we like I wanted to ice and heat it, but I mean when we're on the road, we were up at.
We could have
done it
found
in the
a
RV.
solution.
I heated it in the RV.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Should there have been a heat ice balance?
Yeah.
Theragun.
But yeah,
bad.
deep regret. But that you have the fun side of that.
Yeah. Live in that.
Yeah. I forgot it even happened.
I think that's always good when you have, like, there's a like, I guess the sitcom version of it would be like if someone trips with the birthday cake and they hold it up.
Yeah.
You know, that situation happens. It usually revolves around a motherly figure. Like if a mom gets hit in the face, oh my God.
Well, I Marsha Brady'd my younger sister right before her first Holy Communion.
I Marsha Brady'd a mom at a all-star baseball game. It's like one of my worst life moments.
Well, yours was a complete accident. I threw a football at my sister.
Well, that feels on you a little bit.
Not at her. I was aiming at her face, and I hit her face. It was a Nerf one, so it was just the head and the tail. And we were in my friend's unfinished basement. Like, they had just bought the house.
Right.
So it was just concrete and poles. And we were playing catch and just, like, whipping at each other. And Ritzy walked from behind a pole, and it hit her right in the eye. And her whole first Holy Communion picture, she got this black eye.
Yeah.
Which is, like, literally the exact scene from
the
Brady Bunch when Martha gets hit in the face with a football. You hit a woman that was sitting behind the first baseman, right?
I was playing left field, Quasi Field.
Mm-hmm.
Sun was vicious that day, and KJ Mehmet gave me his sunglasses. I'd never worn them before, and they were sunglasses that, like, they mess with your depth perception a little bit. So probably not the sunglasses you want to be wearing to play outfield.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're 11, 12 years old. You're going to wear the sunglasses to play outfield when the sun's out, because that's what every major leaguer has told you to do. So I'm getting warm. Our dugout was on that side of the field, getting warm on the sideline with another teammate. And first couple throws, coming in a little high. And I'm like, wow, arm's feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm overthrowing them.
Let another one rip.
That's fine. I just did it.
Right into the bleachers. And my friend Will Crick, hit his mom right in the eye. Right in the eye, baseball. And, she had to get, like, work done and stuff. I'm, like, still very uncomfortable with it.
That sucks.
Sucks, man. That's the bad regret.
Yeah.
That's the bad regret we're talking about.
Mm.
If I didn't make that throw, that never fucking happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to text Will.
Say sorry or something?
Yeah, man.
Just thought about the time.
Have you texted
Heard him
him
out.
this a lot?
Probably periodically over the last, 15 years.
Remember that fight in Oakland when the reliever of the A's threw the chair into the crowd and broke a woman's nose?
Reminds me of that.
Why don't I remember that?
It's
I
like the
should know
early
that.
2000s. I went to high school with the kid whose parents it was.
Wow.
Yeah. They were they had the same last name. I probably won't say the last name unless it's public anyway. But they had the same last name.
Just don't.
It means good, and it's a word for good in another language. And they were the fucking bueno. They were the quarterback and the wide receiver. They were brothers. So when you went to the high school game, they announced the play. Bueno to bueno for 10 yards. It used to fucking crack me up, man.
Bueno to bueno.
Bueno to bueno for 5 yards. Bueno to bueno for the touchdown.
Good to good.
It's like really funny.
Good to good.
But yeah, that was their going into the crowd thing. But they were like starting a fight in Oakland, and then the reliever picked up they had those metal folding chairs and threw it into the crowd.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy. You texting Will? What are you saying?
I already texted Will. Now I'm texting Chris Farrell something.
Oh, nice. What have we been talking about? What did we start? You were doing the blitzball talk. That's how
We're talking
we got
about blitz
Yeah.
ball. Kind of just like
Things that
Banter.
almost happened that could have not happened.
yeah, that's what it became.
I mean, that's
Turned
what
into Marsha Brady.
That's what. I actually have been less tortured by this on a daily basis than I used to be. Or that you can die at any time.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I was watching some comedian talk about death, and I had to turn it off last night. It was just like I was watching like YouTube Shorts, and one came on, and my body went because I don't handle that well, and then I had to turn it off. But I used to be like almost paralyzed
It used
by
to be
that
like
fear.
a pretty active thought you would have, right?
Yeah, I wonder if there's just too much going on in life now for me.
Distractions. Get some. What are we doing? Speaking of.
Still halftime technically. We got to do match 5 at the end of
Yeah.
halftime. And news.
Match
You want to
five,
do
that's-
news?
I was setting up match 5 with that.
Oh,
lead
so you
in.
wanted to
Speaking of distractions.
Well, we're going to do the news then match. I don't know. What are we doing?
It can be any order.
Any order we
Doesn't
want.
really
We're
matter.
running it, man.
Let's play match
It's our
5.
show.
We
Bang.
played match 5 with the whole crew here as well.
It was a big match
was-
5 game.
Arguably slightly too big.
I liked it.
This is funny stuff, man. What was that?
You could get points. I mean, there was a lot of people. It was like 24 people.
It's a lot of people.
A lot of rounds. But I think it was cool because the more people, the more your weird ones come into play. Like me and Kyle, I was his only.
You're happy you won.
Oh yeah, I won.
Yeah, you did win.
I did win. I'm
Most
pretty.
points.
I was the only one that matched with Kyle on. I guess that it was fire blank,
Yeah.
and I guessed he was gonna say flames at the end.
Yeah, you guys matched on fire flames.
Fire flames. Yeah. But that having a lot of people helps with those real weird,
Right.
deep
Yeah.
matches.
You can throw those out there, and someone's gonna get
What
it.
does the game recommend? How many people? Does it say there?
Does it say on the box? I mean, it just says more than 2, right? A simple game matching answers to trivial
I'll
questions.
look up the Wikipedia.
Comes with 320 game cards with many different topics, so it's fun for anyone and everyone. Some of the cards have sports-oriented questions like
3+.
Yeah, that's what it always says. Name the 5
The
best
minimum.
pitchers. Creates fun discussions and friendly disagreements. It only takes 3 to play, and there's no limit. Get your copy of Match 5 Trivia Game by going to match5trivia.com and save 15% by entering coupon code Jimmy. Coupon code Jomboy. Do they have a Wikipedia?
I'm looking it up right now.
Because it's a very new game.
Maybe we'll create it.
Mm,
I don't think so.
no, it doesn't have one.
Well, I'm excited for the day it does.
But it is on boardgamegeek.com. What a website. Interesting. Yeah, it's very fun and easy. Do we have the cards? You have them?
I gave
Yeah.
them to Jake.
Will said, haha, we laugh about that a lot. TBH, she's healed mostly fine, which is kind of as mean as a second text you could send. Because mostly fine is just going to keep me more squeamish for hours. Because it's, 15 years later? 18?
Is he joking? He's a funny guy.
I don't think any of that's serious. He just said you need to let it go.
She's healing mostly fine. It's really funny.
It's a good drop by him.
Am I going?
Yeah, let's get a card.
So
Do we need paper?
I'm just going to type
I was
mine
gonna
out.
just
Okay.
notes app it.
Okay.
Match 5, Jake is the host, so BBD and I have to figure out. We have to write what we think, but also tailor it a little towards Jake.
I love this match 5. Promo code Jomboy. I don't think we've had this one before.
Okay.
I think it's a totally different angle than anything we've done.
Ooh.
Name the 5 states that get the most snow. Name the 5 states that get the most snow.
Huh. I do like this question.
Oh, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. Yeah, I'm
I have
good.
5 written.
I have 5 written. I tried to spread it out a little. There's one I think is a guaranteed no, but I like it.
Yeah. There's one that I think you won't. You either will or won't. You either will or won't say this, but like that was a conscious choice.
Yeah. It's a yes or no. All right, what do you got?
I'm still writing mine.
Holy smokes. That weirds me out.
Yeah, it weirded me out too. I was replying to Will again. I said, should I buy her a Rip Hamilton face mask at some point?
Now he's going to come back and a little too soon.
Like,
for
would that
though.
heal all wounds? Or does that reopen
I
the
think
wound?
you just reopened his wound.
Okay. He said, ha, 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 ha. So, okay. I wrote down my 5.
What do you got?
I wrote Alaska first.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I don't.
Didn't think about it.
Fellas.
I'm a continental U.S. guy.
Cheese and rice.
So, in my head, Alaska, the snow is just already there.
Yeah.
Well,
They never add
that's
to
part
it.
of the problem.
They don't get
You
snow,
guys have
it's
to know
there.
that's on you guys. I put Colorado.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I put Vermont and New Hampshire.
Yes. I was running a risk putting both, I thought.
See, I didn't put both.
I
only
put
put
both to split the gap, and then I put Minnesota.
Yeah.
I put Minnesota as well.
Okay.
Minnesota was the first one I wrote.
So you got 4?
4.
Mhm.
I wrote Utah.
It's a good one.
It's in the same vein as Colorado, but I didn't think anyone would put Utah.
And you put Vermont and New Hampshire. So
Right. Well, I definitely had one of those, but I didn't know what to pick, and I had Colorado clearly over Utah.
I put New York.
New York was my 5th.
Debated
Because
it.
Buffalo's just snow.
Syracuse.
Buffalo
I debated
gets
it.
snow like crazy, and in the city, when you get a big snowstorm, just fucks up so much.
I just figured Vermont and New Hampshire in comparison to New York. New York
Yeah.
has spots that don't
Well,
live
I went
that life.
Vermont and then I went west. You went
Right.
Vermont and then you went
Yeah.
east.
I know New York City is at least among the cities that receives the most precipitation, just generally.
I mean, what is the answer?
It's a great question.
It feels Googleable.
These 15 states get the most snowfall. I don't know if they're in order. Vermont,
15.
Maine, New Hampshire, Colorado, Alaska.
Is it in order?
It seems
I
to be
don't.
in order because that's not alphabetical. But it could
Average
be,
amount of snowfall in
could be
Maine is
counting
10
down.
to 80 inches.
I mean, that was tricky because once I decided I was going Vermont and New Hampshire, to leave out Maine felt tough.
That's exactly what I did. I typed Maine. Then I was like, New Hampshire, Maine. And then I was like, I want to cover my bases a little more. And Buffalo comes to mind when I think of huge
True.
snowstorms.
Lake effect.
They get like
people.
one of those big ones
Mhm.
every
It's
year.
the lake effect. Okay.
Minnesota's like not that high, but I think we both wanted that area.
You want that
We all-
area.
all
Minnesota
of us did.
feels.
Yeah, you had to.
You had to
Because
kill.
feels
that
the most.
that area gets covered in snow.
Yeah. Okay.
It's basically the
Like,
continent.
and like what else? You weren't gonna pick Montana, even though I'm sure it gets plenty. You
Yeah,
weren't
and
gonna
they've
pick
got-
the
Got
Dakotas.
some nice places.
Yeah.
Debated Wyoming. I think it was Wyoming over Montana.
Okay. Have we played this?
Okay.
I don't think we have. Name 5 kinds of boards.
Boards. How about that? Okay.
Boards.
Okay. Be cool if I could type better.
I have my 5.
I have my 5.
BBD, when you have your 5, you let me know.
I have 5.
Okay. I'm hoping
One of them I don't think is going to be on there for sure. The others could.
hell yeah. Well, pivoting from one conversation to the next, I let off with snowboard. Damn.
Should have. I regret not.
We're at the beach. Surfboard.
Yep.
Surfboard, yes.
Stayed on that theme one more time. Skateboard.
Yes.
Yes.
Ironing board.
I like
It's a good one.
though.
Didn't have it.
Board of directors.
Ooh.
No.
What did you guys have?
I had cutting board.
Ooh.
You left to cook. Went there. I went boardwalks, Jersey Shore. And then I went Ouija. I kind of.
Wow. Ouija.
I knew you wouldn't have that, but in my heart, I would have been so mad if I didn't put it.
Dude, Luke. Hey, Luke, are you over there?
Luke.
Dude, they had a Ouija board
Yeah.
in high school, and like they legit thought they like haunted. Can you?
Yeah. You've
The
seen a
other
ghost
headset's
now.
not
You're
plugged in.
our paranormal
Expert.
expert.
Paranormal Luke.
Yeah.
Paranorman. Do you like that movie?
Well, Jake just said the word Ouija board, and it always reminds me of when you and Sam like legit thought you haunted a house with a Ouija board. Can you talk about that?
I don't remember that.
Sam did a Ouija board, and he was scared to go in his room, and you guys said it was haunted.
Grisano?
Yeah.
Get your faces close
We don't
together.
do government names here, but yeah.
Sam Grisano's my #1 fan.
Was that a
so I love
Connecticut
him.
thing?
Yeah, you don't remember this?
I remember I definitely had a Ouija board phase in like sophomore year of high school.
Yes.
Where that was like a fun thing to do when we'd hang out with girls. It was like, let's bring out a Ouija board and get
Can you text him and see if he remembers? I remember there was, I think it was his room. You guys wouldn't go back in because you legit thought you haunted the place.
Let out a good laugh.
Ghost
off,
expert. Okay, so that was a bad round by me. I only got 2
Yeah.
matches.
I think the other one I had board games and draft boards. Which
Board
apply
games
to
is
both,
good.
I didn't
Which
know.
apply to both parts of this show.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Board game was good.
Okay. Everyone get 2?
Yeah,
Surf and skate.
but that's not great by me because now I can't win.
Snow's a miss on us.
Yeah,
But
that's
I was so firm surf and skate that I knew it was going to alter.
I figured you were gonna. Yeah, I didn't think you'd put all 3.
I think if I went surf skate and then I wouldn't have done board, but or snow. But yes, we just pivoted from snow, so I thought it was a layup.
Yeah.
But I can't win now.
That's
You
a
guys-
little on us.
You guys both have 6 points, correct?
We have 6.
Yeah,
I have 5, and I'm
mean-
not the host, so I
yeah.
can only
I need
tie.
you. I would need you to beat
I need to get,
Jake.
and then me and you would tie.
Yeah.
No, then
So
you would
Jake-
win. I can't win.
Jake can't win either, right?
Correct.
But you and I can tie.
You have a chance to win.
Interesting. So it's 5 types of bodies of water.
Types of bodies of water. Okay.
It is beach week, huh?
It is beach
Yeah.
week, huh?
Have we done this before?
I think
We
we've
did the
named,
draft. That was the
We
body
did a bodies of
water.
water draft. We might have done. Well, I don't want to leak a body. I think we might have
Right.
done 5 of this kind.
I went real quick on this, so I'm done. I mean, that was just a butt it up. And I liked my first 4. And then I had to do a tiny
Right?
reach.
The 5th one is
Yeah,
making me
I'm
struggle.
thinking on a 5th.
I don't think I have the same top 4 as you guys.
You didn't punt this, did you?
No, I didn't punt it,
Okay.
but
Number 5, I think, is just for me. It might be too similar to one of them, but
okay.
Okay.
I'm the host.
Yeah, sure are.
So I have my 5.
Okay.
Okay, what do you
I
got?
have time.
Ocean, river, lake.
Yep.
1,
Yep,
2,
yep.
3. Bay
Yep, that was my 4.
No, that's the win.
and creeks.
No, I did reservoir.
Shot by the
No
creeks.
C.
That's the fifth I was trying to think of. I knew there was a big one, and we did C's in the body of water.
I thought you did C and I did Bay because you're a bigger C and Bay guy.
I think
I literally did. When you said you had 4, I was like, he doesn't have Bay in his 4, and I have Bay in my 4. And
Bay. I'll never have Bay.
Bay Area.
Yeah. C's a miss by me. Should have had that, but
They're too similar to oceans. No one cares.
yeah,
I think
some of them
people
are too
care about
similar to
C's.
oceans. Some of them are too similar to lakes.
Yeah.
People care about C's.
But
Caesar bottom.
they
barrel.
were important enough that we gave them their own category, and I liked it.
C is the second-class citizen ocean, for sure. You don't think so?
It wants to be an ocean real bad.
You don't
its
think
own
so?
thing. Like,
It's like
let
when
the
Pluto
sea,
got demoted.
Let the sea be, man. Like, the Mediterranean Sea, iconic.
So the sea should understand that it's good enough.
Like,
but
seas are their own thing. Like, don't try to lump them with anyone. They don't want that.
I mean, they're lumped with all the other bodies of water.
Well, so
We're lumping them
that's
right
bodies
now.
of water. That's like,
Yeah.
water. Seas are seas.
Seas are second-class oceans.
Good win, BBD.
Solid win.
yeah.
Bug, dude. That's match 5.
You play it. Promo code Jomboy.
I play it.
It's a match5.com with the number, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
The link should be
There's
in
a
the
match
below.
five
in the
trivia.
bio.
Link's in the bio.
Let's do
I will read
Match5
the
trivia.
let's do some news real quick.
yeah.
I can do some quick news.
Match5trivia.com 15% promo code Jomboy.
What's in the news today?
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
FTC is investigating why McDonald's ice cream machines are always broken. A Viagra thief. A lawyer says that his Viagra thief, not a hardened criminal, his lawyer says. North Shore pizza dough blob grows to enormous proportions and overtakes a dumpster. Post Ida. That's awesome. I'm so interested. Girlfriend calls police to turn in boyfriend for reward money while together in stolen car. Winnipeg's serial pooper gets caught with his pants on. Another serial pooper, man? There's too many. There's too many of those. Reward's a hard word for me. I mean, obviously the pizza, the dough that was in a dumpster, and then the hurricane came and baked it I'm clicking that because I just want to see the picture so bad. North Shore pizza dough blob grows to enormous proportions. So there it is, and that's who took that picture and why didn't? Okay, thank God.
Here we go.
That's pretty gross.
It's a little gross.
Oh, it's dough. From here, I thought it was really liquidy. But when you scroll down, it's dough.
That's pizza dough.
That's hilarious.
It's a good pick. I'm glad they had that last pick. Otherwise, we would have been a little.
I don't know why they took a pic from across the street. Who cares about that? I don't think the story is going to tell us any more than the headline. Domino's Pizza general manager did not immediately respond to interview requests.
It's tough. Feels like a good time.
Usually when they
put Domino's manager, you can't be turning down PR requests.
He probably doesn't care, man. I don't know. Usually when you're
free ad.
Usually when the writers put that in there, it's like they're mad at him, you know?
Sure.
Like this guy doesn't need to talk about this. Unless he like got in trouble, you know, like has to pay a fine now. Oh my God. That's an apple. Oh, an apple snail. An apple snail provides a sense of scale to the dough.
Why is there an apple snail in the picture?
For
Was it
scale.
already there?
I think it had to be already there, but they're acting like it was like no one's ever used apple snail as a scale.
You just say snail.
I think that's just a classic joke.
You just say snail.
You just say snail. No one knows if it's an apple snail.
Apple snail.
Like it's some different size snail or something like that.
That's just a good joke by whoever the editor is.
Apple snail.
I'm going to Google apple snail versus... Wow, what comes up is apple snail versus mystery snail. Now I'm pretty interested in what a mystery snail is. Mystery...
I guess any snail can be a mystery snail, you know?
If you don't know, if you can't identify it.
Don't know nothing about nothing. So
Mystery snails are like yellow? The fuck?
Snail Pod.
Wait.
Blake Snail.
Here's I found a good website. I think I found a better one. Mystery snails morph. Okay, so they're like
Whoa.
they've changed their color. Mystery snails are what are the other animals that do that?
Heavy. Chameleons?
Chameleon. Mystery snail's a chameleon snail. Wow, that's cool.
Did you see the Blake Snell start/situation last night?
No.
He had a perfect game going through 6.
Oh, Kyle told me.
Gave up hit. Gave up the lead. Over. They
Yeah.
lost 4-0. Do you know who's pitching for the other team?
Bundy?
Packy Naughton.
Packy Naughton.
Packy Naughton.
How'd he do?
I guess he shut him down. They didn't score.
Wow. Here, look at all the different types of snails. Can you quietly
Oh my
identify your
God.
favorite and I'll identify my favorite?
Okay. Interesting. Ooh, I've got 2 options for my favorite, and I've got 1 illegal pick. So we'll see where we land. You know, when it comes to snails, I'm a traditionalist. I'm going that guy.
Oh, I was thinking the same line of so Jake's going Otala punctata. Punctata. I'm going Helix aspersa.
Yep.
Those are.
That was in realm. This was my second because I really like the side angle of it. I had this one illegal
It's pretty cool though.
because that's a party beach snail.
Rumina decollata.
That's a party snail.
Yeah, it sounds just drunk. What story did you like better? Next, what story do you want to go to next?
What were they? I don't recall.
McDonald's ice cream
Classic.
machines down because workers don't want to clean them. I think is like
It's
like,
so well known that it's
not like a thing anymore.
It's just clickbait. It's like hidden clickbait.
Viagra thief says his lawyer says he's
Yeah.
not a hardened criminal. That's pretty brutal.
Boners.
Girlfriend calls police to turn boyfriend in while they're in the car with each other. That's kind of interesting. And then another
Probably not a
serial
good
pooper.
time.
We have so many serial poopers in the world.
You're telling me.
The girlfriend of a man accused of stealing a rental car from the Nashville airport called police to turn him in for reward money while allegedly riding in the stolen car. Oh, so that was like it? Was that the thing? She was going to get the money. He was going to. According to the affidavit, Cardwell told police she knew Mongian had stolen the car but would not reveal his intentions until she received reward money, saying she knew the law very well and didn't have to give him up. So they stole a car and were trying to get the car and the money for it. She was trying to get the reward money before he gets caught. I don't know if that's how reward money works.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you have to.
Is this Nash Vegas? What's going on in Nashville?
Yeah. This story is also from Tuesday, November 7th, 2017.
Found it though. Internet's tough.
You just never know.
Internet just stays, man.
You just never know. All the other stories are kind of just like, ugh.
But
like, I don't want to click on the McDonald's or the hardened criminal one. I don't even want to, like,
it was a good draft, good match 5. We got off to a tough start. We still got to, like, post and stuff. So,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know. It's
good
good to
idea.
get into some news, but,
That's
you know.
good. Yeah, we got the, whatever that story was with the snails. It ended up being the pizza dough.
Pizza dough.
Pizza dough. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry that we couldn't be live on
Yeah.
YouTube with you today, but the internet was not cooperating, so it would be uploaded after the fact. All the people that listen on the podcast app, audio only, you were
not affected.
You were unaffected. So
unaffected.
So stop complaining.
Thank you.
They couldn't even complain because
Couldn't
they
even
were
complain.
unaffected. So
They
that's
wish they could have complained.
That's the joke.
You just want to yell.
2 claps and we're out.
Jomboy Jake Radio, the only show you'll ever need. BBD, snacks and tea. Wednesday afternoon, Jomboy Jake Radio. 2 hours of your life, drafting things with these short teams. You'll never have to strive. I might sound a little crazy, but it's the best.